It's match day 13 of the GFF Men's Division 1. Hello, good afternoon, and wherever you might be getting our voices and signals from, you're most welcome and welcome back to the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Just as I said earlier, week 13 of the GFF Men's Division 1 between Fortune Football Club and Bomba, and the ground is all set from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and we are set to bring you the live commentary in this grand and great fixture between the Petroleum Boys of Fortune Football Club and the Brikama Based Club Bombada Football Club. And Fortune currently dressed in white and green shorts and green socks, playing from our left to right from our commentary decks, whilst Bombada Football Club dressed in red shorts, black shorts and red socks. Before going deep into the commentary, a quick rundown on the starting 11 for Fortune Football Club. Nuha Sanyang starts in goal. Number 1, Ibrahim Toure, 88. Bakari Sise 3, Sambujang Toure 6, Sirifo Dabo 2, Abdullah Tamba 24, Sehu Sonko 5, Ibu Sanyang 8, Adama Sedi 28, Ali Usay 7, Dauda Dabo leads the line, 17 completes the 11 for Fortune Football Club. Bombada, on the other hand, starts in goal with Ibrahim Sonko 22, Abdullah Kamara 3, Ibrahim Batu, Salifu Sane 24, Saibo Sedi 18, Mohamed Sanyang 20, Mohamed Tamba, team captain number 5, Modlamin Mas 8, Musa Jaju 4, Modlamin Jata 10, and Omar Jabi 21 completes the 11 for the Brikama Base Club. Bombada Football Club, and Bombada is under the guidance of head coach Mustafa Sedi, assisted by Sekou Bojang and Jane Juvis on the other dogguard for Fortune Football Club, alongside Mustafa Jaju as his immediate assistant. Few minutes into the contest, it is currently nil apiece between Bombada Football Club and Fortune Football Club. Fortune currently on 6 on the table standing with 19 points, Bombada on 8 with 17 points, and on top of the table is champions Real de Banjul on 27, Hearts with 23, third Brikama United on third with 22, Hawks with 22 on fourth, and Falcons on 20, completing the first 5 teams on the GFF men's table standing. And the game is currently being officiated by Sadi Busara, assisted by Isa Hasso, Abdu Wahab Mane and Modu Ba as the fourth assistant referee. From the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, Kemo Kanyi, welcome back to the theatre. And it is a clash between Fortune Football Club and Bombada in week 13 of the GFF Men's Division 1. Only 2 fixtures before the end of the first round.
Yes, very well up. Both sides will want to make it so that they end this first round on a flying note. So for them, Fortune with a win here can take them to 4th position, while Bombada with a win here can take them to 5th place. So they both know the importance of this particular game. Remember last season when they played, the least goal that was scored between them was 3 goals, because of the first leg by 3-1, and then Bombada won against Fortune in the return leg by 2-1. But before coming into this particular game, Bombada in the last 5 they have only lost 1 to Marimo, drawn 3, and then won only 1. That is a game against BST Galaxy at home here on this very ground. While Fortune before this particular game they have lost 3 games and then won 2. They have won against Steve Biko, that was earlier on in January. So looking at this other game here, we have also seen them before coming into this. They have lost to Brikama by a lone goal to nil. Against Real de Banjul also they lost by a lone goal to nil on this very ground, and then traveled to Baka, where they also lost to Gambia Armed Forces Football Club before winning 5-0 against that of the Greater Tomorrow side on this particular ground here. Now that they are facing off against another Brikama side, that is Bombada, both share this particular ground as they are home turf. So let's see what happens, whether we are going to see at the end of this particular game, whether it has to be that of the Fortune side or it has to come from Bombada to go on to win this particular contest. But it's going to be a very, very difficult test for both sides, because looking at the standing, Fortune currently sits on the 6th place, while Bombada, as the game starts, they are currently on 7th place. You can see 2 points is separating these two sides, where Fortune have an advantage over them. So let's see what will happen here. If the game ends like this, Fortune will still be having an advantage over them by 2 points. So let's see whether it has to be at the end of the Fortune or that of the Bombada Football Club to go on to celebrate a win here, pushing their advantages to the 5th or also the 4th place for either of the side, that is Bombada or the Fortune.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. And in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama in the GFF Men's Division 1, and the clash between the home side, Bombada Football Club, against Fortune Football Club. It's a clash between a Brikama-based club and the Farato-based side. GFF Men's Division 1 to be precise. Bombada dressed in their colorful red shirts, black shorts and red socks, whilst Fortune in white and green shorts and green socks, playing from our left to right, whilst Bombada takes from the police line end of the Box Bar Mini Stadium towards the Democracy end of the Box Bar Mini Stadium. It is Bombada Football Club, Modlamin Jata number 10, switch the play from the center of the pitch towards the Democracy end now. Modlamin Mas floats that ball straight into the gloves of the custodian, Nuha Sanyang. Easy time for the netminder. Nuha Sanyang asking his players to calm down. It is Sanyang Nuha, the national under-20 goalkeeper, currently in goal for Fortune Football Club. And Fortune, in their last fixture, defeated Greater Tomorrow 5-0 at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, whilst Bombada Football Club played out a trailing 0-0 scoreline against Steve Biko at the Bakau Mini Stadium. Here they are back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium for a clash against Fortune Football Club in the West Coast Derby. It is a West Coast Derby between Bombada and Fortune Football Club. That's an infringement. Saibo Sedi, who is currently part of the national Chan team, and Saibo is injected back into the starting 11 for Bombada Football Club alongside Ibu Sanyang, who is also part of the national Chan team. Ibu Sanyang now, great control around the center circle. Ibu is one of the players for Fortune Football Club alongside some other players for the Petroleum Boys, part of the Chan team. And they played out a trailing 0-0 scoreline against Gabon in Thiès, Senegal. And they will be going back to the camp tomorrow, Monday, in preparation for the return leg against Gabon in Franceville. This is Ali Use around the center circle, drills that ball low, trying to connect Dauda Dabo. Dauda's run is being caught out by the central defender, Saibo Sedi, the left back for Bombada Football Club. And Sirifo Dabo came racing. Saibo dribble past a group of players, floats that ball around the area, caught out by Sambujang Ture. That was an incredible run from the left wing back, Saibo Sedi. Bombada Football Club currently having possession in their opposition's half. Musa Jajo. This time it's a clash between Ibrahima Ture and the forward. Dauda Dabo will chase. It's going to be on a one-on-one situation. Dauda looking for more. Dauda Dabo rifled that ball across the crossbar. And that was definitely very close for Fortune Football Club to break the deadlock. That was a great shot from the forward, Dauda Dabo, and the forward had a great shot on the effort, cross on the crossbar before the ball lodging itself on the other end of the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Bombada Football Club survived, and Bombada will start the play from their own half. Kemo Kanyi, that was a brilliant attack coming from Fortune Football Club. Unfortunately, Dauda Dabo could not just hit the target as his effort crashed on the crossbar before the ball lodging itself on the other end of the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Still, the score remained 0 apiece.
Yes, he could have driven the ball further towards the goal post, where if he goes closer to the the goalkeeper, I believe he will be having that space that he will be able to slot the ball in instead of going for a power. So he tries to go in for a power, but in the end it struck the crossbar for for the Bombada side. So, but that could have already been 1-0 lead to that of the Fortune FC side. Dauda was there all alone, and then he could have capitalized on that and then put his side to the lead. And I believe games like this, this is a derby game. It is never an easy rival game. These are two teams that are currently that both hail from this particular area, and then they both have this particular ground as their home ground. So playing against an opponent in such a game, you need to be very much clinical in whatever chances that you will be creating. Again, you can also see Bombada also have squandered theirs. This already the game has created some very good goal scoring opportunities in this early part of the game already. We are into the 10th minute of this particular game, but already we have seen both sides have created that very good chance that they could capitalize on and then take their side to the lead. Fortune should have taken the lead from Dawda Dabo, and then this particular one should have been an equalizer for that of the Bombada side here, but nonetheless it is still goalless between the two sides here. Both have squandered glorious opportunities into this particular game part.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. In case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama in the GFF Men's Division 1. And it is week 13 of the division. Is that going to be the opening goal? And this is Fortune Football Club, another wasted opportunity. And that's a penalty. That is a penalty awarded by the central referee, Sadi Busar. And Sadi Busar pointed to the spot for a penalty to Fortune Football Club. After that tackle on Adam Asedi. Adam Asedi is currently down and down injured. And Fortune Football Club will now have the opportunity. Fortune Football Club will now have the opportunity to benefit from a penalty. It's currently Adam Asedi down, a wasted opportunity, and it will now have, Fortune will now have the opportunity. Who is going to take that penalty? Ibu Sanyang seems to be the likely candidate to take that penalty. Adam Asedi is currently down, Sedi is still down, and there is still a discussion between the players of Bombada Football Club and the central referee Sadi Busar. Adam Asedi is still receiving attention from the medics, whilst Ibu Sanyang is currently waiting to take that penalty. Ibu Sanyang, huge responsibility on his shoulder. Adam Asedi down injured, back on his feet, seems to be limping on the other end of the Box Bar Mini Stadium as he is being supported by the medics of Fortune Football Club. Coach Jane Juve and his boys are currently having the advantage to get their noses in front. Ibu Sanyang, who is currently part of the Chan team, was in part of the starting 11 and was an unused substitute in their 0-0 scoreline against Gabon in Senegal. Chase to be precise. Ibu Sanyang will take this. 8 on his back. Ibu Sanyang up against the goalkeeper Ibrahima Sonko Bombada Football Club. And Ibu Sanyang is currently preparing to deliver this penalty for Fortune Football Club. Will they be able to take this lead from this? Ibu Sanyang into the bottom corner. The goalkeeper dived to his right, and unfortunately he could not just pull the save. And Bombada Football Club trail at home at the Box Bar Mini Stadium against Football Club. And Ibu Sanyang's penalty is the desired. Kemo Kanyi, deadlock broken, and this time Fortune rewarded the penalty, and Ibu Sanyang converted to give the advantage to Coach Jane Juve and his boys.
Yes, very well. The center referee, awarded a penalty, and he was very, very close to the scene. But clearly, you can also see that the player for Fortune side clearly was on the ball. Clearly has a touch on the ball, but the goalkeeper came lately, and then the center referee feels that there was a touch from this. There was a foul from the goalkeeper, and then he awarded the penalty to Fortune. Ibu Sanyang step up to the responsibility and then have taken his side to the lead here in the first 15 minutes here. We are currently into the 14 minutes of this particular game, but it is currently 1-0 lead to the Fortune side from the spot. Beautifully slotted in by Ibu Sanyang, one of the Chan players for that of the national team.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi, and it is currently advantage Fortune Football Club in the very first minutes of this crucial GFF Men's Division 1. And it's a clash between Bombada and Fortune Football Club. Saibo Sedi will get this. A two-man wall assembled by Fortune Football Club. Ibu Sanyang and Adama Sedi. It's Lamin Mas or Mod Lamin Mas to take this. Launch in a long and high one. This time a strong header. Is it time for the goalkeeper Nuha Sanyang? That was indeed a weak header coming from the central defender Ibrahima Ba. Not a great one. Musa now blocked in there by Sambujang Ture. Ibu Sanyang to Adama Seidi. Adama gets that ball to Ibrahima Toure. Ibrahima floats that ball forward. Dauda Dabo will chase straight into the gloves of the custodian Ibrahima Sonko. And it is week 13. Week 13 of the GFF Men's Division 1. Week 13 of the top flight of Gambian football. Bombada up against Fortune Football Club. Bombada playing at home, whilst Fortune, of course, playing at home. And currently the away side. And in the next fixtures for Fortune Football Club and Bombada, Fortune will play at home to Heart FC before playing away to Gambian Dutch Lions. Bombada Football Club will play away to champions Real de Banjul in the next fixture before hosting Gambia Armed Forces in the final match of the GFF Men's Division 1 first round. And it is currently Bombada nil, Fortune 1. Bombada in search for an equalizer. It's going to be a delivery. Ball being caught out by Ali Usey. Ali this time serving as a defensive player. From an offensive position to a defensive position. It's going to be a delivery. Salif Usane takes that quickly. Musa lost possession, not for too long. Bombada Football Club, blocked in there by Bakari Sise. And Bakari Sise to the rescue of Fortune Football Club, and it's going to be a corner. A corner for Bombada. Musa Jaju will get this. Musa Jaju around the Democracy end of the Box Bar Mini Stadium, a busy technical area for both Fortune and Bombada. Bombada Football Club under the guidance of Mustafa Sedi, assisted by Sekou Bojang. Jane Juve, the head coach Fortune Football Club, and Jane is also the assistant head coach to Alaji Sar for the Gambia Chan team. And Jane Juve is currently the head coach for Fortune Football Club, assisted by Mustafa Jajo. This time it's going to be a shot, blocked in there by Fortune Football Club. Not for too long, Bombada regain possession. It's Modlamin Jata. Modlamin Jata trying to use his pace. Jata Modlamin surge forward for Bombada Football Club. Nothing given by the central referee Sadibu Sar, and in this contest Sadibu is assisted by Issa Hasso, Abdul Wahab Mane and Moduba as the fourth referee from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, and the score is currently in advantage or in favor of Fortune Football Club. From the spot, Ibu Sanyang broke the deadlock. Ibu Sanyang's goal is the decider. It's the difference between Fortune Football Club and Bombada. It's already a keenly contested affair. A lively game coming from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Sehu Sonkok chested that ball down. Ali Usel to Bakari Sise. Abdullah Tamba, this time on a defensive walk. Musa Jaju surge forward. Bombada, can they get something from this attack? Jaju Musa struggling to get the ball forward. Lays that ball to Modlamin Jata. Bombada trying to penetrate now, trailing by a goal to nil against Fortune Football Club. Musa Jaju gets that ball forward. This time Modlamin Jata. Another attempt. Is that going to be an equalizer? That was definitely very close. Another wasted opportunity from Omar Jabi. Omar Jabi wasted the first opportunity, and this time the second one. Omar Jabi wasted the second opportunity for Bombada Football Club, and the team trailed by a goal to nil. Kemo Kanye, that should have been a leveler coming from the centre forward Omar Jabi, number 21 for Bombada Football Club.
Yes, very well. Again, Bombada had theirs, and then it was again squandered. But I mean, in derby games, especially games like important games like this, you need to do your utmost in trying to making sure that you capitalize on the chances that you will be creating. We understand that not every chance can be converted into goals, but chances like these ones, like these, and then the other one that we have earlier witness here could have been converted into goals. At least one of them could have been converted into goals. Fortune had theirs, and then they are currently leading by a lone goal 2-0 before Dauda had squandered one, and then they had another opportunity from the spot. They capitalized on that, and then they have taken the lead now. Bombada already have two very close opportunities, one of which could have converted into goals. At least we would have been saying it is 1-1 between the two sides here, but nonetheless it is still 1-0 in favor of the Petroleum Boys here.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye, and it's another attack. Another attempt coming from Bombada Football Club, and Bombada trailed by a goal to nil. A great shot coming from Saibo Sane, or Saibo Sedi rather, and Saibo's effort sailed into the gloves of the custodian. Nuha Sanyang in goal for Fortune Football Club. In case you're just joining us, Fortune Football Club currently starting with Nuha Sanyang in goal, Ibrahim Toure, Bakari Sise Sambujang Toure, Sirifo Dabo, Abdullah Tamba, Sehu Sonko, Ibu Sanyang, Adama Sedi, Ali Usey and Dauda Dabo completing the 11 for coach Jane Juve and his boys, and the head coach is Jane Juve assisted by Mustafa Jaju. And Bombada Football Club starts with Ibrahim Sonko in goal, Abdullah Kamara, Ibrahim Ba, Salifu Sane, Saibo Sedi, Mohamed Sanyang, Mohamed Tamba, Modlamin Mas, Musa Jaju, Modlamin Jata and Omar Jabi currently leading the line for coach Mustafa Sedi and his boys, and Mustafa is the head coach assisted by Sehu Bojang. And currently Bombada is on 8 on the table standing with 17 points, whilst Fortune on 6th with 19 points. And Fortune Football Club with a victory will surely get the team to 21 points, and it is currently Fortune 1, Bombada 0 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. Fortune currently having all its players behind the ball. Bombada will start the play from their own half through the goalkeeper Ibrahima Sonko. Ibrahima to one of the central defenders. It is Bombada Football Club Musa Jaju having a lot of runs in the heart of the midfield for Bombada Football Club. Sirifo Dabo to Dauda Dabo. It is Adama Sedi Adama was brought down. That resulted to the penalty for Fortune Football Club. Ali Usey to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu chips that ball forward, trying to connect Adama Sedi straight into the gloves of the custodian Ibrahima Sonko. A lively contest, an end-to-end contest between Bombada and Fortune Football Club. From the heart of Bombada, or from the half of Bombada to the half of Fortune Football Club. Sambujang Toure, Rasul down, rewarded by central referee Sadibu Sar. Sadibu is assisted by Issa Hasso, Abdul Wahab Mane and Modu Ba as the fourth assistant referee. From the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, it is the GFF Men's Division 1 and it is week 13 of the division. It's week 13 of the GFF Men's Division 1 and we already have 2 games before the end of the 4th round. Fortune Football Club will have Heart FC at the Box Bar Mini Stadium next weekend before playing away to Gambian Dutch Lions. Bombada will play away to the champions Real de Banjul before hosting Gambia Armed Forces at home in their final game of the round. In the final game of the 4th round, it is Bombada Football Club, Salifu Sane, and this time it is Modlamin Jata, penalized by central referee Sadi Busar. And Fortune Football Club will have the opportunity. A busy technical area for head coach Jane Juve, and currently having a discussion with Modu Ba, the 4th assistant referee. And it's also another busy technical area. This time player Rasul down, Sadibu Sedi, or Saibo Sedi rather. Saibo to Modlamin Mas. Modlamin to Salifu on the right side of Fortune's defense. Ali Usey, this time on a defensive work. It is Fortune Football Club, lost possession. It's going to be another run for Modlamin Jata. Modlamin surge forward, and the final touch on Modlamin Jata as the ball rolls out for a goal kick. An end-to-end contest. A lively contest coming from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama between Bombada and Fortune Football Club. And we have played minutes of this first half, and it is currently we have played minutes of this contest, and it is currently Bombada Football Club 0, Fortune Football Club 1. Fortune broke the deadlock courtesy of Ibu Sanyang from the spot after Adama Sedi was brought down in the area. Bombada protested against the decision, but anyway, the central referee has the final say. He pointed to the spot, and it is currently Fortune 1, Bombada 0. Fortune on 6 before coming to this game, whilst Bombada on 8. 2 points currently separating the two. Fortune on 6 with 19 points, Bombada on 8 with 17 points. And both sides are currently eyeing for a victory. Kemo Kanye, a victory will surely be a great result for both Bombada and Fortune Football Club. Currently, both sides are eyeing for a better standing as far as the GFF Men's Division 1 table standing is concerned.
Yes, very well. 2 points is currently separating the two sides here. So Fortune, when they win this will take them to the fourth place in the standing, and then while currently in fact they are on the fourth place here. So let's see what happens, because as the game is currently dictating here, they are currently leading by a lone goal 2-0. So that win has advanced them to the fourth place. If they are able to finish the game like this, they will be on fourth position, while Bombada have currently dropped to eighth place as the game is currently dictating. So the game is currently on, so but that the table is being dictated by, and so whether it has to be fortune to maintain this one, to maintain the lead here, and then go on with the maximum 3 point, or are we going to see Bombada also coming from behind to actually register themselves at a point or two, a point or three, the whole 3 point into this particular contest? But I mean, it is game, everything can be possible. So but currently fortune stands a better chance to go home with the maximum 3 point. But as the game is currently moving, we are also seeing Bombada creating their fair chance of this particular game, and then trying to make it so that they punish the fortune side. But fortune is trying to be very much reluctant, especially at the back, and trying to make it so that they deny the Bombada forward from actually creating any meaningful chance that can lead to goals for them. But it's a game for you as the game proceeds. Anything can happen here, but currently fortune, as the game is currently as the standing currently dictates, according to the result of this particular game, have currently moved to the fourth place. So Bombada also, if they happen to win this particular game, that can move them to either fifth or sixth position of this particular encounter. And fortune, when they win, they will be moving to the fourth place of the table standing currently, and then they will want to finish the first round in the top four, so that they can be able to, I mean, at least count themselves as one of the front runners for the trophy, because in the second round they will have 15 more games that will be played. That is 45 points. So one would say the league is still very much alive for either of the sides that are currently in the top four. All of them rather can win this particular trophy, but currently Real de Banjul is having an advantage over them. They are currently on 27 points, followed by Hart on 23 points, and then followed by Hart is on the third place is Brikama United on 22. Currently Fortune have also moved to 22, because they are currently leading here by a lone goal 2-0. So if they finish the first round in the top four, yes, there is a very good chance for them as well to win the trophy. But that again, they need 2 more games before anything can be specify into that, or anything can be realized into them making the top 4 before the first round ends.
Thank you very much, Kimo Kanyi. And it is currently Fortune Football Club 1, Bombada Football Club 0 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. Currently, it's a clash between Abdullah Tamba and one of the players for Bombada, we can confirm. They both currently down, receiving attention from the medics. Tamba is currently back on his feet, and Bombada is currently having a player down, and the player is also back on his feet but currently struggling, and the player is Modlamin Mas. Modlamin Mas is back on his feet. Abdullah Tamba back on his feet. The game is temporarily stopped, and any moment from now central referee Sadi Busar will surely get us underway. And it is currently Fortune 1, Bombada 0 in the GFF Men's Division 1. Fortune Football Club in their last 5 fixtures. Fortune Football Club defeated Steve Biko at the Bakau Mini Stadium 1-0 before losing to Brikama United 1-0 at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Fortune Football Club lost to Real de Banjul at the Box Bar Mini Stadium before losing once again to Gambia Armed Forces in Bakau, and in their last fixture was a 5-0, a comfortable 5-0 victory over Greater Tomorrow Football Club at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And here they are up against Bombada in another West Coast derby. Last weekend was a West Coast derby, and this weekend is another West Coast derby for Fortune Football Club. Saibo Sedi Saibo to the team captain Atamba. Saibo once again trying to dribble past a group of players. Caught out by Ibrahim Ature. Ibu Sanyang launched that ball forward. Adama Sedi. Adama trying to reconnect Ali Usay. And Ali this time on a defensive work for Fortune Football Club. Back to Bombada Football Club. Modlamin Mas around the center circle. Bombada enjoying possession in their opposition's half. It's a great control and turn from Musa Jajo. Musa to Saibo Sedi. Saibo floats that ball forward. That was definitely another close effort coming from Bombada Football Club. And Bombada continue to search and search for an equalizer. Will they be able to get it before lemon time is the biggest ambition, but of course, yes, the biggest question. They trail by a goal to nil against Fortune. And we believe Ramadan might have its toll on the players. Anyway, it is Ramadan and we believe most of the players are currently fasting. Abdullah Tamba to Ali Usay. Abdullah this time on a defense on an offensive mission. Lays that ball forward to Ali Usay. This time Adam Asedi caught out by Bombada Football Club. Musa Jaju regained possession. Jaju Musa to Modlamin Jata. Bombada around the dressing room of the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Jata, tricky and pacey. Lays that ball forward, trying to connect Tamba, the team captain forward. Mohamed Tamba could not just connect to that ball as it rolls back into the gloves of the custodian. Sehu Sonko's delivery caught out by Bombada Football Club. Mohamed Tamba dribble pass one, lays that ball around the center of the pitch. Modlamin Mas lays that ball forward straight into the gloves of the custodian Nuha Sanyang. And Nuha wouldn't be in any hurry, asking his players to calm down. And just as I was saying, Bombada Football Club in the last 5 fixtures played by the Brikama Base Club, Marimo Parkford. In their game against Marimo Parkford, they lost to Marimo 1-0 before playing out a trailing 1-1 scoreline against Team Rhino. Banjul United was also another 1-1 scoreline before defeating BST Galaxy Football Club. And in their last fixture was a 0-0 scoreline against Steve Biko away from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and that game was played in Bakau. And back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium this weekend, up against Fortune, currently trailed by a goal to nil against the Petroleum Boys, and the only goal scored so far came courtesy of Ibu Sanyang. Sirifo Dabo caught that ball out. Dauda Dabo now. Dauda chips that ball forward, trying to reconnect Ali Usay, and Dauda lost possession. Bombada Football Club currently enjoying possession around the center of the pitch. Musa Jaju, Modlamin Mas, wrestled down by Sirifo Dabo, rewarded by central referee. Claps coming from the supporters of Bombada Football Club, and Bombada currently having a great possessive football. Musa Jaju to Modlamin Mas. Modlamin Mas floats that ball forward, caught out by Sambujang Ture. It's another defensive work. Kemo Kanye, it seems Ramadan is currently having its tolls on these players. Bombada Football Club having great possessive work. Fortune Football Club trying to rally behind the ball here.
Yes, I believe this is now the tactic of that of the Fortune Football Club in trying to making sure that they organize themselves very well behind the ball, and then trying to making sure they hit Fortune, they hit Bombada on the counter-attacking football, because we have now seen Bombada is currently dominating the possession here. They are trying to making sure they force their way out, and then trying to get themselves to the leveler into this particular contest. But Fortune, this might have been a tactic that they would want to play as of now, because they are currently leading by a lone goal 2-0. So they are not forcing themselves as one might think that they will be doing. Instead, they are trying to gather themselves. They are trying to reserve their energies behind the ball, and then trying to make it so that perhaps when they come into the second half to actually fight till the end, because there will be another 45 minutes that will be played. Of course, we have played over 30 minutes here. We are currently into the 33rd minute of the play here, but Bombada is currently dominating in the possession here. But let's see what they will be turning that dominance into. If they can turn that to goals, I believe that will be helpful for them. But if they continue playing like this without scoring the goal, and then go into the lemon time break with Fortune still leading by this goal margin, so that will be a very, very difficult second. That will be that will bring a very, very difficult second half for the Bombada end, because Fortune will now know that we only have 145 minutes that we can stay on to our feet, and then trying to go home with the result that we want, and then they will both want a win into this particular contest. So let's see. Currently Bombada, they are trying very well. They are pushing, they are dominating the position, and then creating some fair goal scoring opportunities into this particular game, while Fortune Fortune are now rallying behind the ball and then trying to hit Bombada on counter-attack in football. Perhaps if that might have been the tactic that they will want to play as of now, you can see they will try to organize themselves defensively. Most of the runs, very good runs here. I mean, you have seen 2 very good runs by Bombada players here, but in the end, it ended up being an offside for them. So defensively, Fortune, they are also very, very organized in trying to making sure that they set up very, very good traps, so that Bombada, whenever they will want to penetrate them, especially in trying to making sure that they explore the weaknesses that they will be having, the loopholes that they will be having in their defensive setup, they will be caught on offside. And when we have seen them, Fortune defense line succeeding in 2 or 3 very good occasions for that, which would have been led to a goal for that of the Bombada end. But the trap, their offside trap for their defense line, the Fortune end, it is working very well for them. They are trying to now rally behind the ball and then try to allow for Bombada to hit more of the ball, while they will be watching and then trying to hit them on counter-attack and football with very much a cautious defending. But
thank you very much, Kim Okanyi. It's a set piece at a great position. At a great position for Bombada this time. Inches over the bar. Another close effort. And another header coming from Bombada Football Club. Definitely and definitely very close. This was indeed another close effort coming from Omar Jabi. Omar Jabi should have headed that ball into the back of the net. Unfortunately for the forward, he failed for the 3rd time. Squandered the first, the second, and this time the start time. It is currently Ibrahim Toure down injured for Fortune Football Club. Ramadan is currently having its toll on the players. No water to sip, and you have to continue and continue running. Fortune trying to inject a defensive tactic. Whenever they are without the ball, they want to rally behind the ball. Whenever they get possession, they want to move the ball forward. Anyway, it's a goal kick for Fortune Football Club through the goalkeeper Nuha Sanyang. Nuha, a long and high one. Into the half of Bombada. Ball being headed out by Salifo. Partly Don Abdullah Tamba. Around the center circle. Musa Jaju regained possession for Bombada. Saibo Sedi this time. Saibo Sedi, who is part of the national chant team currently. Musa Jaju lost possession. Ibu Sanyang surged forward. Ibu now lays that ball to Ali Usay. Fortune Football Club 1, Bombada 0. Ali back to Ibu Sanyang. Around the center circle, Sirifo Dabo team captain Ibrahim Toure, who is deployed on the right side of the defense now. Adam Asedi trying to move that ball forward. Caught out by Bombada. Bombada will use Saibo Sedi to penetrate once again. Saibo floats that ball forward. Long and high one. Abdullah Tamba with a glancing header. Back to the goalkeeper Nuha Sanyang. Fortune wouldn't be in any hurry as they currently leading by a goal to nil at the Box Bar Mini Stadium against Bombada Football Club. It's still Fortune 1, Bombada 0. Nuha Sanyang getting that ball, long and high one. Trying to connect down the Dabo. A strong header coming from Bombada Football Club. Ibrahim Abba, partly cleared. Musa Jaju, that's a handball. That's a handball signaled by central referee Sadibu Sar. Sadibu is assisted by Isa Hasso. Abdul Wahab Mane and Moduba is the 4th assistant referee from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and Ibu Sanyang's lone goal is the difference between Fortune Football Club and Bombada. And Fortune Football Club currently having a set piece at a great position. Ibu Sanyang will surely get this. 2-man wall assembled by Bombada. Bombada under the guidance of Mustafa Sedi, assisted by Sehu Bojang, is currently on 8 on the table, standing with 17 points, whilst Fortune currently leading by a goal to nil before the game on 6. Ibu Sanyang floats that ball. Could not just trouble the goalkeeper as the ball sailed over the crossbar for a goal kick. Bombada in search for an equalizer, whilst Fortune, if they can get the second, they will be content with the scoreline. They wouldn't want to concede before lemon time. It's currently Dauda Dabo trying to chase, trying to put some pressure. Musa Jaju, Abdullah Tamba trying to cause some problems for Jaju. This time Ali Usay picks possession. Usay Ali scored in the 5-0 victory over Greater Tomorrow in the last weekend fixture at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. It's Mod Lamin Jata to surge now from the half of Bombada to the half of Fortune Football Club. An end-to-end contest, an end-to-end affair between Fortune and Bombada. Jabi, great control, lays that ball for Tamba to chase. Mohammed Tamba, team captain, central midfielder, launched that ball into the area, this time straight into the gloves of the custodian Nuha Sanyang. That wasn't a great catch from Nuha in the first and was just there in time to gather that ball with ease. Time running out for Bombada Football Club as far as the first half is concerned. And it's currently Bombada trailing by a goal to nil against Fortune Football Club. Strong header coming from Abdullah Kamara. Mohammed Tamba around the center circle. Adama Saidi, who has been given his first start for Fortune Football Club this season. Adama Saidi lays that ball to Ibu Sanyang. Can they get the second? Ibu Sanyang rifled that ball, blocked in there by Bombada Ali Usay with another attempt. Blocked in there by Ibrahim Abdullah Kamara. Abdullah Kamara, one of the central defenders for Bombada Football Club. And it is currently Musa Jajo down back on his feet. Wouldn't want to spend much time on the ground as he and his side trailed by a goal to nil. It is Bombada nil, Fortune 1 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and Ibu Sanyang from the spot broke the deadlock for coach Jane Juve and his boys. Great possessive football coming from Bombada Football Club. They've been the most impressive side since the commencement of this game, though they trailed by a goal to nil. Abdullah Tamba on a defensive walk, caught out by Musa Jajo. It's another attempt coming from Bombada Football Club. Ibu Sanyang to the rescue, heads that ball partly. Another header coming from Bombada Football Club. And Ibrahim Toure gets that ball forward. Adama Saidi chases and Bombada regain possession. Bombada controlling possession here against Fortune Football Club. Fortune trying to rally behind the ball. Mohammed Tamba, team captain. Modlamin Mas this time. Mas Modlamin back to the holding midfielder Bombada Football Club. Around the center circle, Musa Jajo. Musa Jajo currently rewarded by the central referee Sadibu Sar. And it is Bombada nil, Fortune 1. Bombada having the lion's share of possession, whilst Fortune having the lion's share of the goal scored. Fortune 1, Bombada nil. Musa Jaju around the half of Fortune Football Club. Back to the central defender, number 20, Mohammed Sanyang. Sanyang to Abdullah Kamara. Kamara launched that ball forward, trying to connect Saibo Saidi rather. This time Bombada. Can they get something from this attack? No way. Ball being caught out by Bakari Sise. Bakari Sise to Ali Usay. And this time defensive work coming from Salifu Sane. And Bombada Football Club will now have the opportunity to effect a throw-in, quickly taken. Bombada Football Club in search for an equalizer. Will they be able to get it before Lemontine removes the ambition? But also the question, Sehu Sonko, Ali Usay now. Back to Sirifo Dabo, team captain. Sirifo Dabo to Ibrahima Toure. Ibrahima surged forward. Ibu Sanyang this time. Ibrahima to Ibu Sanyang. Sanyang got the only goal for Fortune Football Club from the spot. Sehu Sonko around the center circle. Placed that ball short. Lost possession. Bombada will sort his search. Bombada Football Club. Modlamin Mas. It's Modlamin Mas to Saibo Saidi. Saibo, part of the national chant team and the only player for Bombada Football Club, whilst Fortune Football Club currently having Ibu Sanyang and it is Fortune 1, Bombada nil. Bakari Jawara and co of the players for Fortune Football Club, part of the national Chan team. Adama Kante, Bakari Jawara and Ibu Sanyang are the three players selected from Fortune Football Club by coach Alaji Sar. And the players will be heading back to camp tomorrow. Ibu Sanyang, Adama Kante and Bakari Jawara, and also Saibo Saidi for Bombada Football Club. Currently Ibu Sanyang starting for Fortune Football Club, while Saibo on the starting 11 for Bombada Football Club. Mohammed Tamba Mohammed to Musa Jajo. Musa trying to twist and turn. Musa Jajo using his pace on the other end. Will they be able to get something? Musa around the area. Lost possession. Abdullah Tamba regained possession shortly. Fortune lost possession once again. Bombada regained possession. A strong header coming from Modlamin Jata this time around. And straight to the goalkeeper's Nuha Sanyang. Fortune Football Club came Okanye trying to wind down the clock here. They will be hoping to get back to the tunnel with a 1-0 advantage. Currently, Bombada are trying to pile more and more pressure inside for an equalizer, but currently they couldn't find the back of the net.
Very well, Fortune, that is the plan. They now know that they just have 1 minute plus the additional time that will be added here before going home, before going to the tunnel with this 1-0 lead here, where they will be having their halftime talks, and then they will have another 45 minutes that will be played here. So we certainly we are going to see the added time that will be added here by the officials of this particular game. But currently, Fortune will be happy to go to the tunnel with this 1-0 lead here, while Bombada wouldn't be happy with that, because knowing that we have created some very good goal scoring opportunities that they could have put themselves to a level before the halftime break is near, and then going to the halftime break with that, they wouldn't be happy with that. That wouldn't be a welcoming result for them. But nonetheless, they will still have time to get themselves into this particular game. So currently, we are going to see 2 minutes of additional time that will be played here before the game is put to bed. Whether Fortune will be able to defend their goal in the additional 2 minutes, or are we going to see Bombada coming from behind in this additional 2 minutes that has been added here to get themselves to a parity into this particular game? Remains the question here.
Thank you very much, Kim Okanye. Time running out for Bombada as far as the first half is concerned. Bombada trailed by a 1-0. Fortune Football Club will hope to hold on. They will want to hold on to this 1-0 advantage. It's currently Bombada enjoying possession. Modlamin Jata to Abdullah Kamara. Kamara Abdullah. Sirifo Dabo on a defensive work. Blocks that ball. It's still Abdullah Kamara now to Modlamin Jata, who surged forward. Jata Modlamin moving the ball forward. Sirifo Dabo caught that ball out for Fortune Football Club, and it's going to be a corner for Bombada Football Club, and Bombada 3-0. It's a West Coast derby. A West Coast derby between Fortune and Bombada! Modlamin Mars got that equalizer for Bombada Football Club. And Bombada back on level terms at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Modlamin Mars rifled a left-footed drive, and the ball crashed on one of the central defenders for Fortune Football Club. Kemo Kanye, that was indeed a deflection. A deflection coming from the defender of Fortune Football Club, and Bombada are back on level terms. From the Box Bar Mini Stadium, it is currently 1-1 at the theatre.
Yes, deflected shots are very, very difficult for goalkeepers to manage. This is not an exception to that. We have seen, it was a great shot though, but it deflected Fortune defender, and it went straight into the net for an equalizer for the Bombada end. But you can see the goalkeeper for the Fortune side, went the other way, thinking that Nuha Sanyang, thinking that the ball was going to that particular direction, but it was deflected along the way, and then that has resulted to a goal for the Bombada side into this particular trailing encounter between the two sides. Now that both sides will be going home, we'll be going to the tunnel with this 1-1 draw. That was the last kick of the ball.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. A lively contest from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's Division 1 between Fortune Football Club and Bombada. And Modlamin Mars got the equalizer for Bombada Football Club to bring this game to parity at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and it is halftime. Halftime between Bombada and Fortune Football Club. Halftime between Coach Jane Juve and head coach Mustafa Sedi. And this is where we're going to have a rest. 15 minutes of rest, and we'll be back for the continuation of the live commentary. It is currently halftime, and it is 1 for Fortune and 1 for Bombada. We are off, and do join us in the next 15 for the continuation of the live commentary. From the Box Bar Mini Stadium, it has been Parliament Fatih, Kemo Kanye, and behind the camera is Osman Kamara. Until then, join us in the next 15 for the continuation. Welcome back to the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama for the continuation of the live commentary in the GF Men's Division 1 and the game between Fortune Football Club and Bombada Football Club. It's just the commencement. Fortune 1, Bombada 1 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Ibu Sanyang trying to get the goalkeeper, and that was going to get the goalkeeper now. And it has been a bright start. Bright start for Fortune Football Club, and that was a decent delivery from Ibu Sanyang. Thank you very much, and in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's Division 1, and it is week 13 of the GFF Men's Division 1 between Bombada Football Club and Fortune Football Club. It's just the commencement of the second half. Bombada 1, Fortune 1. Fortune Football Club currently working on two of the players to be introduced any moment. Adama Kante and Salifu Koli are the latest players being asked to warm up by coach Jane Juve and his charges. It is Saibo Sede. Saibo floats that ball. His effort sailed over the bar, and it's a goal kick. Fortune Football Club. Fortune Football Club currently having Nuha Sanyang to take that. Plays that ball short. Abdullahi Tamba. Tamba Abdullahi to Ali Usay forward. Ali Usay trying to get something. Ali Rasul down, rewarded by central referee. It is Ali Usay given that responsibility. Bakari Sise will get this set piece. A man wall assembled by Bombada Football Club. Mohamed Tamba being the sole player on the wall currently for Bombada Football Club. They got the equalizer just a minute before lemon time, courtesy of Mon Lamin Mas. Ibu Sanyang broke the deadlock for Fortune Football Club. Mon Lamin Mas got the equalizer for Bombada. Bakari Sise floats that ball forward, straight into the gloves of the custodian Ibrahima Sonko. Sonko will use the right side of Bombada Football Club to penetrate. Bombada Football Club 1, Fortune Football Club 1. It is currently Jabi penalized by the flag of the assistant referee. And the forward for Bombada, Omar Jabi, was penalized by the assistant referee's flag for a set piece for Fortune Football Club. Nuha Sanyang currently asking his central defenders to move forward. And Fortune Football Club in the last 5 fixture defeated Steve Biko 1-0 in Bakau, lost to Brikama United at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Champions Real de Banjul, they lost to Real de Banjul at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Gav in Bakau before having a comfortable 5-0 victory over Greater Tomorrow at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And this afternoon, up against Bombada in another West Coast derby at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And currently it is 1 apiece between Fortune and Bombada Football Club. Dauda Dabo. And before that shot coming from Dauda Dabo, that's an infringement given by central referee Sadibu Saran. Sadibu is assisted by Isaso, Abdul Wahab Mane and Moduba as the 4th assistant referee. From the Box Bar Mini Stadium, if you may like, call it the theatre of entertainment, and it is currently hosting the GFF Men's Division 1, week 13 of the division, week 13 of the top flight between Fortune Football Club and Bombada. And currently it is 1 apiece. Ibu Sanyang got the first goal before Mas getting the equalizer for Bombada. There is a player down injured for Bombada Football Club, and currently it is 1 apiece. And we believe Kemokanyi is just the commencement of the second half. Both sides picking it from where they left it, and the next goal in this contest will definitely change the dynamics of this contest.
Very well, Pa. I mean, whichever team to score the next goal here will be a very, I mean, crucial goal for them, because we have seen one of their games ended in two goals to one in favor of that of the Bombada side, and then the other one ended in 3 goals to 1 margin. So in the last season, you have seen the goals that have been scored in this fixture was at least a minimum of 3 goals. So already we have seen in the first half, it was already 2 goals in the first half. So we are now into the second half here. So hopefully we will witness another goal here. Then that will also be a very important goal, we believe, to either of the side that will be scoring. That will be opportune to get that particular goal. So let's see what happens, whether it will be coming from the home side, Fortune FC, or it will come from that of the Bombada Football Club here. So but it is going to be a very interesting half as we move into towards the end of this particular half here. It is going to be very interesting, because both sides, I mean, it was a stalemate into the first half. Then going into the dressing room, both technical benches will have their words with their players, and then they will be instructed the way their technical coaches want them to approach the game. So that halftime talks alone will have a huge impact on this second half here. So hopefully either of the sides here will be hoping to go home with the victory, but nonetheless it is still 0-0, and it is still 1-0 rather here into the 7th minute of this particular encounter for the second half. But let's see what happens here, whether it has to be that of Fortune side or Bombada to go home with the victory here. But solely we are going to witness another goals into this particular game, even if not only one, but at least a goal into this particular encounter before it ends. So you can see Bombada had theirs again from Mars, one of the young players for the Bombada side. He is very instrumental, very important figure for the Bombada side. Though he is very young, and then he needs to learn a lot, but he has been proven himself for the Bombada side, playing the ball and then trying to move with the ball fantastically very well for his side. So let's see where this particular game is going to end, but it is going to be a very interesting second half before the final whistle is gone.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. It's just the commencement of the second half. Both sides picking it from where they left it, and Bombada trying to get the second goal. They've been the most impressive in the second, or the commencement of the second half, and it's going to be a double substitution any moment from now. Any moment from now, Fortune Football Club will introduce 2 fresh legs, Adama Kante and Salifu Koli. Kante Adama and Salifu Koli are currently preparing to be introduced, and it's a corner for Bombada Football Club. Bombada dressed in red shorts, black shorts and red socks, whilst Fortune in white and green shorts and green socks. It's a corner, and central referee Sadibu Sar is currently having a word with one of the players. Musa Jaju floats that ball. Easy time for the goalkeeper Nuha Sanyang, and Nuha gets that ball forward. Dauda Dabo, dribble pass one, looking for more. Dauda still struggling. Is he going to be given by the central referee? Play on, says the central referee Sadi Busar. Around the center circle, Modlamin Jata. Modlamin dispossessed. Sirifo Dabo now. Ibu Sanyang surge forward. Is that going to be another attack? Ibu Sanyang trying to dribble past a group of players from the right to the left to Ali Usei. Ali Usei now for Fortune Football Club. Ali trying to connect Bakari Sise, and Bakari could not just connect to that ball, and it's going to be a double substitution. A double substitution for Fortune Football Club. Fortune Football Club having Adama Kante and Salifu Kole. Adama Sedi is one of the players coming off. Adama Sedi and Ali Usei are coming off and will be replaced by Adama Kante and Salifu Kole. Ali Usei off. Adama Sedi off. Adama Kante in and Salifu Kole in. Fortune Football Club having the 4 substitutions. A dual substitution for that matter. Abdullah Tamba heads that ball, trying to connect Salifu Kole. Not a great one this time. Bombada will benefit from another throw in their own half. Salifu Sane launched that ball forward. Another attempt coming from Fortune Football Club. and Bombada will have the opportunity once again. Salifu will get that once again. Salifu Sane is deployed on the right side of Bombada's defense, while Saibo Seidi is operating on the left side of the defense. You have the defensive partnership of Ibrahim Abba and Abdullahi Kamara, and in the heart of the midfield is Mohamed Tamba and Mohamed Sanya. Musa Jajo moving the ball forward. Salifu Koli now. Koli Salifu sweeps that ball forward. Ibu Sanyang will chase, and Saibo Seidi back to the goalkeeper Ibrahima. And Ibrahima dribble past Ibu Sanyang, and Bombada will start the play from their own half. Is that going to be something else? Bombada trying to get something. What is he trying to do? That was going to be a reckless defending coming from Bombada Football Club, and the final touch on Adama Kante, who came on as a substitute, and he's one of the players part of the national Chan team, and he will be joining the camp tomorrow. And Adama Kante, Ibu Sanyang and Bakari Jawara are the three players for Fortune Football Club currently with national Chan team, and for Bombada Football Club is Saibo Seidi. Ramadan having its toll on the players. There seems to be a lot of tired legs, tired faces in both Bombada and Fortune Football Club. But currently Bombada is the most impressive side in trying to possess that ball so well. Fortune Football Club, with the introduction of Adama Kante and Salifu Kole, they are trying to have more men up front, trying to get the ball from their half and into their opposition's half. Salifu Koli and Adama Kante are good carriers of the ball, and they've just been introduced by head coach Jane Jove. It is Fortune 1, Bombada 1. Ibrahima Toure surge forward. Defensive work coming from central defender Abdullahi Kamara. Bombada Football Club. Bombada in the early minutes of the game, 1-0 to Fortune Football Club before Modlam Mas getting the equalizer just a minute before halftime. Ibrahima Toure caught that ball out. Ibu Sanyang, Rasul down. Play on, says the central referee. Serifo Dabo to his defensive partner Abdullahi Tamba. Bakari Sise operating on the left side. The new entrant Salifu Kole. Salifu Kole 10 floats that ball from the left to the right to Ibrahima Toure. Ibrahima Toure looking for opportunities. Lays that ball to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu rifled that ball, blocked in there by Kamara Abdullahi. It's a great battle, a lively contest and a great contest between Fortune Football Club in the top tier of the GFF Men's Division 1. Any moment from now, it's going to be a substitution. Is that going to be down the double? Into the back of the net. And Fortune restored the lead at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. And Dauda Dabo getting the second goal for the Petroleum boys. Dauda Dabo in the first attempt, saved by the goalkeeper, followed the ball and got the second. And this time Fortune Football Club currently leading by 2-1 at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Kemo Kanyi Fortune got their second goal, and this time coming from centre forward Dauda Dabo. The first attempt wasn't a convincing one. He followed the ball and not home the second to give the 2-1 advantage to Fortune Football Club. Moments in the restart at the Boxbar Mini Stadium.
Yes, very well, Pa. This was what I was saying. The third goal for this particular game will be a very, very important one, and then indeed it has now fallen to that of the Fortune side through their striker Dauda Dabo, and then who nodded the ball home for 2-1 lead here to his side, Fortune. So currently Fortune will be hoping that they maintain this and then go home with the maximum 3 points. So whenever they are leading, they will be moved to the fourth place. So for that of the Bombada, they will be dropped. They will further drop to the 8th position. But I mean, there is a lot of time that will be played here. We are still in the first 15 minutes of the second half, so they have 30 minutes to be played here before any of the sides here can be pronounced a winner of this particular important, very important tie. So let's see what happens here. So you can see Jane Juve, his substitutions is working for him, because bringing in Salifu Koli, he is one of the players that you need in a game that will be moving the ball forward when you have him in the on the pitch, and also you have Ibu Sanyan, then your strikers will be assured that they will be receiving balls off front. So because these are two very good players that can drive the ball forward to connect with the striker. So and in a minute or so after the substitution, we have seen Fortune taking the lead here through their striker Dauda Dabo. So they will be hoping to stay onto this, while Bombada will be fighting to making sure that they get themselves back into parity again.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye, and it is currently 1-0 in favor of Fortune, 2-1 rather, in favor of Fortune Football Club. And Fortune Football Club leading by 2-1. Ibu Sanyang broke the deadlock. Modlamin Mas got the equalizer for Bombada. Dauda Dabo got the second goal for Fortune Football Club, and currently Fortune leading by 2-1 at the Box Bar Stadium. They be able to hold on is the biggest ambition, but also question. Coach Jane Juve and his boys will be hoping to hold on to the 2-1 advantage. Salifu Kole lost possession. Modlamin Mas, who scored the only goal for Bombada. Back to Ibrahim Abba. Abdullah Kamara now. Kamara Abdullah in time to reconnect. The left-sided wing back for Fortune or Bombada Football Club. And this time, the player failed in the process. It is Fortune 2, Bombada 1 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And Fortune currently under the guidance of head coach Jane Juve, assisted by Mustafa Jajo, and Mustafa Sedi is the head coach for Bombada, assisted by Sekou Bojang. And in case you're just joining us, we're coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's Division 1. And the GFF Men's Division 1 between Fortune Football Club and Bombada. And any moment from now is going to be a double substitution for Bombada Football Club. This time Nuha Sanyang surged forward. Is that going to be an equalizer? Sambujang Ture just there in time to cut that ball out. Solid defensive work coming from Sambujang Ture. And Sambujang Ture just there in time to clear that ball for Fortune Football Club. And it is currently Fortune Football Club 2, Bombada 1. And Bombada any moment from now will effect a double substitution. Is that going to be a single substitution now? I think they have to change that. They're going to change that. It's a delivery. Bombada floats that ball. Ibu Sanyang on a defensive work this time. Modlamin Mas regain possession. Is that going to be a foul? Yes, given by central referee Sadibu Saran. Ibu Sanyang will receive a yellow. It's going to be a yellow card, no doubt, for Ibu Sanyang. Sadibu currently having a word with Ibu Sanyang, and Ibu will surely receive a yellow. And in this contest for Fortune Football Club, Salifu Jaju is suspended after accumulating 3 yellow cards. Ferdinand Jata is currently injured for Fortune Football Club, and Ibu Sanyang into the book of the central referee Sadibu. And it's going to be a set piece Bombada. It's a set piece for Bombada Football Club. Musa Jaju and Modlamin Mas to take this. Modlamin Mas floats that. Ibu Sanyang heads that ball partly. Bakari Sise on a defensive walk clears that ball desperately. Bakari Sise clears that ball desperately for Bombada or Fortune Football Club. Any moment from now is going to be another substitution. And the first player introduced for Bombada Football Club was Modu Khan. And any moment from now, it's going to be another player to be introduced by coach Mustafa Sedi and his boys, Bombada Football Club, Mohamed Tamba. And Mohamed Tamba is rewarded by the central referee Sadi Busar. And that's a protest coming from Salifu Kole. Is a substitution and another substitution any moment from now. Bombada Football Club taking off Omar Jabi, the center forward. And Jabi is replaced by Dudu Ture. Dudu Ture 7 is replaced or has replaced Omar Jabi, the forward. Omar Jabi seems to be disappointed after having numerous goal scoring opportunities but failed to convert. But anyway, he received an applause from the technical bench after being substituted. It's going to be a set piece or a throw in on the other end. And it's a throw in and will be taken by Ibrahim Ture. Back to Sambujang Ture, central defender. Fortune Football Club enjoying a 2-1 advantage at the Box Bar Mini Stadium and in the next fixture. They're going to host Heart FC. Heart FC at the Box Bar Mini Stadium next weekend, up against Fortune Football Club. And in their last game, Fortune Football Club will play away to Gambian Dutch Lions, which is going to give them the last game of the first round. And Bombada Football Club in the next fixture will play away to the champions Real de Banjul at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basori before hosting Gambia Armed Forces at the Box Bar Mini Stadium to wrap up the games in the first round of the GFF Men's Division 1. Fortune Football Club in their last 5 fixtures won Steve Biko 1-0 in Bakau, lost to Brikama United, Real de Banjul and Gambia Armed Forces before having a comfortable 5-0 victory over Greater Tomorrow at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Bombada, on the other hand, lost to Marimo Park Food before playing out a trailing 1-1 draw against Team Rhino. It was another trailing 1-1 score against Banjul, defeating BST Galaxy 1 playing against Fortune Football Club. But before the Fortune class, they had another 0-0 scoreline away from home against Steve Biko in Bakau. And up against Fortune at the Box Bar, it's currently Fortune 2, Bombada 1. Fortune broke the deadlock from the spot, courtesy of Ibu Sanyang, before Modlamin Mas getting the equalizer for Bombada just a minute before lemon time. Just the commencement of the second half, Dauda Dabo got the second and the second goal for Fortune Football Club to restore the lead for the Petroleum Boys. It is currently Fortune 2, Bombada 1. Bakari Sise floats that ball to Salifu Kole. Salifu came on as a substitute. Kole Salifu trying to use his pace on the other end. Kole Salifu, is that going to be a foul? Play on, says the central referee Sadi Busar. No foul given by the central referee on Salifu Kole. Sirifo Dabo currently on an offensive position. Sirifo Dabo is the team captain, and Bombada will start the play from their own half through the goalkeeper Ibrahima Sonko. Ibrahima Sonko asking his players to move forward. It's a solid defensive work coming from Sambujan Toure to the new entrant Dudu Toure. Dudu wrestled by Sambujang Toure, and he's been rewarded by central referee Sadi Busar. And in this contest, Sadibu is assisted by Issa Hasso, Abdul Wahab Mane and Moduba as the fourth assistant referee. Time running out for Bombada. They need to score at least to get a point in this fixture, whilst Fortune Football Club just need to hold on. If they can't get more, they just need to hold on, and they will hope to get a victory heading to the final 2 fixtures of the GFF Men's Division 1 first round. They will have a clash against Heart FC before playing Gambian Dutch Lions away from home. It's another attack coming from Dudu Toure. Dudu came on as a substitute for Bombada Football Club. Back to Saibo Sede. Saibo floats that ball, and his ball eludes every other player. Saibo's delivery could not just connect to any of the advancing players as the ball launched itself into the other end of the Box Bar Mini Stadium. A busy technical area for Bombada Football Club, and the team is desperately in search for an equalizer. Will they be able to get it is the biggest ambition. But anyway, another mountain to climb. A huge mountain to climb. This time it's a long one. Bakari Sise in trying to head that ball, trying to connect Adam Akante up front. And Bakari could not just connect to that ball. Ball being played short. Modlamin Mas, one of the finest for Bombada this evening. And this time is an advantage, and that's a yellow card. Abdullah Tamba receive a yellow from central referee Sadi Busar. And Abdullah Tamba into the book of the central referee. And when that foul was given, you could hear a protest coming from the supporters of Bombada, who believe the central referee Sadi Busar should have allowed that ball to continue. That was going to be an easy run for Bombada to get the ball around the 18 yards of Fortune Football Club. Musa Jaju to take this set piece. A man wall assembled by Fortune Football Club. Salifu Koli being the only player on the ball. Musa Jaju floats that ball. This time ball being headed out partly. Sehu Sonko, a bicycle kick. Already the flag against Bombada. Abdullah Tamba is currently down, and he is currently down injured. Is he going to need the assistance of the medics? Remains to be seen. There we go. The medics will surely get to Abdullah Tamba for assistance. Time running out for Bombada Football Club. Kemo Kanye, Fortune Football Club will have one ambition now. If they can't have another, they will want to hold on to this 2-1 advantage.
Yes, very well. This is what they will be wanting to do now, because I mean, whether they score any further goals here or stay onto this particular lead, they will still collect their maximum 3 points going to the final 2 games of the season, of the first half for the season. So they know this very clearly, and then this perhaps would be the game plan that they had when they went to the dressing room, because we have seen them playing similar football in the first half. I mean, scoring first and then trying to defend against the Bombada side, who continue piling pressure on them and then get themselves a leveler. So for them now, they understand that they don't need to stay very close to their goal post, otherwise it will be another difficult game for them. So they know they must try to defend in as much as they are defending. They must also try to attack onto the Bombada side, so that the Bombada can also get that fear in them that we cannot go all out, otherwise we will be punished by the Fortune side. So Bombada, they must score for them to get any meaningful result into this particular game, while that of the Petroleum Boys, that is Fortune, must try to maintain this particular scoreline and then go home with the maximum 3 points to move their standing to the top 4 of the GFF Male Division 1, and then with that they going into the last 2 games for the first round will be a moral booster for them, that they can still go on with that confidence that yes, the league is very much alive with us, and then we have all the capabilities, and we have all the players, we have every other motivation that can win us a league, and then they will be hoping that they finish the first half of the season in the top 4, and then this is one of the games that can dictate that. This is one of the games that is attached to that very important ambition that they have, and I hope they are very much aware of that, and then let's see what they will be able to do with that.
A round of applause for Modlamin Mas after being substituted. Modlamin Mas scored the only goal for Bombada in this contest against Fortune Football Club. He had a fantastic game, had a great game for Bombada, Modlamin Mas, and he is one of their best players this evening. And already Ibrahima Toure down, and he is currently down, and Saibo Seidi is still protesting that wasn't a foul, and Saibo Seidi received a yellow from central referee Sadi Busar. It is currently at a great position for Fortune Football Club to benefit from a set piece. Not very far from the democracy end. Saibo Seidi is still having a word with the central referee, and Saibo is the only player for Bombada Football Club, part of the national chant team, and Saibo will join the rest of the team in camp in preparation for the upcoming fixture against Gabon, away to Gabon in Franceville. It's Fortune Football Club to benefit from this set piece. Adama Kante, Ibu Sanyang and Bakari Jawara will also join the rest of the squad in preparation for the return leg in Franceville against Gabon. It is Adama Kante to take this. 2-man wall assembled by Bombada Football Club in trying to protect this set piece. Adama Kante to take this. A crowded penalty area for Bombada Football Club. Bombada currently having majority of their players except the center forward behind the ball. Will they be able to defend this? A crowded penalty area. Adama Kante will get this. Kante Adama for Fortune Football Club. And there is a lot of movement around the 18-yard area. Dauda Dabo, Abdullah Tamba and some other players. Adama floats that ball. Glancing header coming from Ibu Sanya. Caught out by Bombada Football Club. And Bombada will now have the opportunity to benefit from this set piece. Salifu Sane. Rasul down and rewarded by central referee Sadi Busar. Bombada wouldn't want to waste any time as they currently trail 2-1 against both Fortune Football Club at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Mohamed Tamba, team captain, chested that ball. Musa Jajo. Musa moved that ball forward. This time Sambujang Ture on a defensive walk. Partly done to the new entrant Bombada Football Club. Can they get something? This time it is Sehu Sonko. Sonko Sehu to Salifu Jajo. This is Dauda Dabo. Dauda Dabo penalized by the flag of the assistant referee, and you could hear the boos coming from the supporters currently protesting against the decision of the central referee or the assistant referee on the other end. And the officials of the final say the assistant referee waved in for an offside. Bakari Sise will surely guard that ball of the area, and Fortune Football Club will benefit from still Fortune 2, Bombada 1 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. A lively game, a lively contest. The GFF Men's Division 1, and it's week 13 of the GFF Men's Division 1 between Bombada Football Club and Fortune Football Club. It is currently Fortune 2, Bombada 1, and Bombada in their next game will play away to champions Real de Banjul at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basuri before hosting Gambia Armed Forces at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the final game of the fourth round. Fortune Football Club will play at home to Heart FC next weekend before playing away to Gambian Dutch Lions in the final game of the fourth round. It is already a crucial game, a lively contest. Salifu Koli Rasul down. Play on, says the central referee. Sehu Sonko, that's a class. It is still Bombada Football Club. Bombada Football Club. And that's a foul. Dudu Toure is currently protesting against the decision of the assistant referee, but the central referee Sadi Busar had to intervene. Sadi Busar, the central referee, had to intervene to get the player of the assistant referee. And Sadi Busar is currently very close to the scene as Sehu Sonko down injured back on his feet. He's okay. And in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Box GFF Division 1 between Fortune Football Club and Bombada Football Club, coming to you live from the Box Bar, and it is live. And in case you're just joining us, Fortune Football Club starts this game with Nuha Sanyang in goal, Ibrahima Toure, Bakari Sise, Sambujang Toure, Sirifo Dabo, Abdullah Tamba, Ibu Sanyang, Sehu Sonko, Adama Seidi, Ali Usey and Dauda Dabo. And already we have seen Salifu Koli and Adama Kante being substituted or being introduced in the second half. And it is Mohamed Tamba, team captain, floats that ball. Ibrahima Toure caught that ball out for Fortune Football Club. It is a lively contest, a lively game between Fortune Football Club and Bombada. Dauda Dabo. This time it is Bakari Sise. Bakari clears that ball desperately. Struck the player for Bombada Football Club, who is currently struggling. Let's wait and see whether he will be able to continue. It is Saibo Sedi now. Saibo dribble pass one, looking for more. Will they be able to keep that ball? And finally, and the final touch on Saibo Sedi, it is going to be a goal kick, Fortune Football Club, and Fortune wouldn't be in any hurry. Fortune Football Club, Fortune wouldn't be in any hurry. They currently leading by 2-1 before this fixture. Fortune Football Club lost 3 successive games before having a comfortable 5-0 victory over Greater Tomorrow. And in their last 5 fixture, won Steve Biko 1-0 in Bakau, lost to Brikama United, Real de Banjul and Gambia Armed Forces before getting a victory against Greater Tomorrow last weekend. And here they are, leading by 2-1 against Bombada Football Club at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Bombada in the last 5 fixture lost to Marimo Park Food before playing out 2 successive 1-1 draw against Team Rhino and Banjul United before getting a victory against BST Galaxy. And in the last fixture, it was another 0-0 scoreline against Steve Biko away from home. Currently back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, Bombada trailed by 2-1 against Fortune. And currently in the GFF Men's Division 1, Real de Banjul leading the chart with 27 points, Hearts FC second with 23, Brikama United on 22. Hawks with 22, Falcons on 20 on 5th, Fortune before this contest on 6th with 19 points, and with a victory here, Fortune will solely get 22 points and they will be level on points with Brikama United and Hawks. Anyway, depending on the number of goals scored, will solely determine who will solely occupy 3rd and 4th place between Brikama United, Hawks and Fortune Football Club if the score should stay like this. It is a set piece for Bombada Football Club at a promising position. Ibrahim Abba will get this set piece. Nuha Sanyang in goal for Fortune Football Club. Ibrahim Abba will get this. Ibrahim floats that ball. Not a decent one. Not a decent one coming from Ibrahim Abba. And Pamo Dufal to be introduced. Dauda Dabo is coming off. And time definitely running out, Kemo Kanyi, for Bombada Football Club. And currently Pamo Dufal will be introduced to cement and solely have some defensive work for Coach Jane Juve and his side.
Yes, very well. They need a Pamo Dufal at the moment because he is one of the players who is very, very energetic. So when your players are tired, especially into games in the Ramadan, so you need to bring in someone who can do the fight and then who can run so many I mean, one would say kilometers in the field into this particular as the game draws to an end. So Pamo Dufal is one of the players that can do that running for the GNU side, and then he knows why he has been introduced at this particular crucial time of the game, and then he will be able to at least do that job for his side, and then in trying to make it so that he runs with the ball, and then trying to make it so that defend also very well against this Bombada side here, and then he will be doing he will be given the responsibility to be doing so many runs across the defense line, and also in trying to connect the forward to the midfield. And then you can see that what he's been doing, he can do the fight for the Gen Youth side, and this is one of the reasons he's been introduced into this particular game.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. Lively contest. An interesting game between Bombada and Fortune Football Club. And currently boost coming from the supporters. Very close to our commentary decks. And already we have played 38 minutes unofficial in the second half between Fortune and Bombada. Currently Fortune having the advantage, leading by 2-1. Ibu Sanyang broke the deadlock from the spot. Modlamin Mas got the equalizer for Bombada before Dauda Dabo getting Fortune's lead, or restoring Fortune's lead. It is Fortune 2, Bombada 1. Ibrahima Sonko, the goalkeeper for Bombada. Ibrahima asking his players to move forward. Bombada trail 2-1 at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Time running out for the Brikama base club. Will they be able to get an equalizer is the biggest ambition. But of course the biggest question, that's a collision. That's a collision between Sirifo Dabo and Saibo Seidi. Saibo Seidi and Sirifo Dabo are both down injured for Fortune and Bombada as we move into the closing stages of this crucial game. It is Fortune 2, Bombada 1. Fortune will have Heart FC at home next weekend. whilst Bombada will play away to champions Real de Banjul. And in the final game of the round, of the fourth round, Fortune will play away to Gambian Deutsche Lions, whilst Gambia Armed Forces will be at the Box Bar Mini Stadium to take on Bombada, who will be playing at home. Time definitely running out for the Bombada side, and Bombada in this contest need to score, or else they will surrender the maximum points to coach Jane Juve and his boys. Sirifo Dabo is down. Sirifo Dabo is currently down, and he is currently furious. He is currently having a word with the central referee, Sadi Busar. Sirifo is very furious, protested against the decision. But anyway, the central referee and his officials have the final say. It is a set piece. Ibrahim Abba chips that ball forward. A strong header from Bakari Sise. Salifu Kohli surge forward. Ball being caught out by Bombada. Great interchange of passes. Will they be able to get that? Mohamed Tamba. Mohamed, this time it's a header. And that's a header. And a protest coming from Bombada calling in for a penalty. But anyway, central referee waved in for a play on. Sirifo Dabo clears that ball desperately. Not a great one. Salifu Sane. Salifu Sane. Saibo Sisedi. Saibo surge forward. And Saibo's effort caught out by Fortune Football Club. Ibrahim Toure to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu surge forward. It is Ibrahim Abba. Caught that ball out to Musa Jaju. Around the center circle. It is Mohamed Tamba, team captain. Tamba to Dudu Toure. Will he be able to keep that ball in play? Nicely done. Coming from the new entrant Toure Dudu. Saibo Sedi once again. Bombada enjoying possession in their opposition's half. Ball being taken forward. Pamodu fall with a header. And this time it's a throw in. Bombada in search. In search for an equalizer. Will they be able to get it? Ball being caught out. And finally it's a corner. Bombada to benefit from another corner. In search for an equalizer. Bombada trailed 2-1 against Fortune. In their last fixture, it was 0-0 against Steve Biko, whilst Fortune Football Club got the better of Greater Tomorrow 5-0 at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. A glancing header coming from Ibu Sanyang, partly done. Central referee, Sadi Busar. That's a touch on Sadi Busar. And it's going to be an advantage Bombada. Bombada Football Club will have another opportunity to get that ball. Ibrahim Abba to Saibo Sede, back to Salifu Sane. Fortune Football Club, this time Bombada. Musa Jajo plays that ball short. It's going to be a defensive work. Is that going to be a foul? Yes, given by the central referee on Salifu Jajo, or Salifu Kohli now. No Salifu Jajo this evening for Fortune Football Club at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And time running out. Time running out for Bombada Football Club. It's still a possibility for Bombada to level matters. They need to score if they want to get a point, or else they will surrender the maximum points to Fortune Football Club. Kemo Kanye, time running out for Bombada Football Club. Anything is possible, but currently Fortune with the advantage.
Yes, very well. A little over a minute to be played here in the regulation time, plus the additional time that will be added here. So let's see whether will be able to stay on to this particular lead here, or are we going to see Bombada coming from behind as they have done in the dying end of the first half to actually get themselves any meaningful result into this particular contest. But it is going to be very difficult. Fortune, unlike the way they were playing in the first half, this second half they are moving forward, even though they know that very soon the center referee will blow the whistle for the final minute as the final whistle here. But nonetheless, they are not taking the game lightly, because I mean they are trying to make it so that they keep pressurizing, mounting pressure rather on this particular Bombada side, so that they will be able to defend their goals, because without that they wouldn't be able to defend their goals. So if they sit behind, it is going to disturb them a lot, because I mean coming into coming from the first half, this was what harmed them. They were I mean playing behind the ball and then trying to making sure that they defend against the Bombada side. And eventually Bombada with the pressure they were mounting on the Fortune defense line in the first half, they were able to score a goal into the last minute of the first half. That was in fact the last touch for the first half, and then when the ball was centered, and then it was called for a halftime break. And then this time Fortune knows that if they stay behind and then allowing Bombada to come onto them, that may equally haunt them as it had in the first half. So this is why they are very much mindful. They are not relenting. They are pushing forward and then trying to making sure that they defended their goals by attacking onto their